Thank you for joining us. This is Live at Lunch at KRFC 88.9 FM. We broadcast from the Ginger and Baker studio in beautiful downtown Fort Collins, Colorado. Streaming worldwide on krfcfm.org and available as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Our guest today is a local singer-songwriter based here in Fort Collins, an artist with a deep affinity for the great troubadour tradition. His own all-original offerings are epic story songs with multiple dimensions and endless scope. Painting on a sonic canvas, free-flowing and far-roaming through vast Americana soundscapes, with nods of the hat to storytelling icons such as Justin Townes Earle and Hayes Carll. Please welcome Lyd Dixon.
The engine was running, the heat was turned on high. Sat all alone with a moon full of light. She said what she said, it felt like the 8th grade. She closed the door and left, but her perfume stayed. It's a final act, cue the soundtrack. When I hear Lucinda sing, always takes me back. Sad songs and sing-alongs, sad songs so blue. Sing along at the top of your lungs, it'll pull you through. Kind of an item, but we didn't want no one to know. Had to do a bit of traveling, be cautious and go slow. We told a few white lies, but nothing was too bad. Here we are smiling about the silly things that passed. Well, it's a love story, cue the soundtrack. When I pass by the Fillmore, always takes me back. Sad songs and sing-alongs, sad songs so blue. Sing along at the top of your lungs, it'll pull you through. Sad songs and sing-alongs, sad songs so blue. Sing along at the top of your lungs, you know you want to. Racing through the switchbacks, a man with nothing to lose. Cue the soundtrack, it's to be continued. You see a faded sign at the side of the road that says 15 miles to the love shack. Baby got electric boots, a mohair suit. You know I read it in a magazine. Benny, 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 and the Jets. That tune was called Soundtrack. Came off the last record that I did in 2024, I guess. And this is what that record was called, Rodeo Clown. It's about do-it-yourself witness protection. truth in a stranger's eyes. New bag of tricks with same old lies. Pros and cons, red letter days and bygones. Pulled the caddy round the back of the place. The engine runs while I wait. My baby works the silk and lace. It all happened lickety-split. I remember about 80%. And oh, it was a tough way to end. Baby, it's alright. It's just life. Just an old clown in the rodeo. Not a matter of if, it's when. Bet on odd and I bet on even. Every lucky streak, it comes to an end. The scary days have come and gone. Nothing's right and nothing's wrong. Just don't stand in the same place for too long. Baby, it's alright. I'll dream another night. Baby, it's alright. I'll survive. Just an old clown in the rodeo. You tease the bull and he takes chase. You shuck and jive, barely escape this time. It's alright. I'll dream another night. Baby, it's alright. I'm doing fine. Baby, it's alright. I'm getting by. Baby, it's alright. It's my life. Just an old clown in the rodeo.
Excellent, Lid Dixon. Thank you, gentlemen. Thanks again for tuning in with us here at Live at Lunch. Let's start with intros. We have Dave Nielsen on the bass. We have Eric Stromanis on 6-string electric. We have AJ Knight filling in on drums. And Lid Dixon on 6-string acoustic.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. It's great to have you all here. So Lid, your life journey has brought you from the Rocky Mountains here originally, then to Washington, D.C., Austin, Texas, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and then here to Fort Collins, Colorado in 2021. Within there, you had a 20-year musical hiatus. Can you talk to us about that?
Yeah, I guess I kind of got started with music a little bit late. I did some in grade school and this and that. And then when I was in my mid-20s, I started writing songs, and I started playing gigs in coffee shops and little bars and stuff, mostly as a duo with a friend of mine who was a harmonica player. And that was in D.C., and we played quite a bit. And then I did 2 records when I was in D.C., full-length records, and right about the time the second one was about to come out, I moved to Austin, and I don't know, I just lost. It started to feel like work, and I just, I'd go out and see shows a lot, and there's so many great musicians in Austin. And I think maybe part of it was that my whole catalog in DC was eclectic, and people didn't know who the songs were by. And then when I moved to Austin, they were all like trite,
Yeah.
Like I was doing Steve Earle and Lucinda Williams and stuff like that, and that had all been done, and people were moved on to people like Mose Allison and anyway, I just started focusing more on. I was dabbling in the business side of music, so I started focusing more on that. And so I didn't sell my guitars or do anything drastic, but I was still writing songs and I'd get ideas. I just wasn't playing out or recording or anything like that. So,
Okay.
yeah, it felt like the right time, I guess.
Great. So, what do you feel like it was that was the biggest influence? Was there something about being here in Fort Collins that you think was a trigger for bringing you back to it?
Oh, for sure. We moved to Fort Collins in 2021, and we were just living outside Boulder. And we had been to Fort Collins before for Foco MX, and we'd come to see shows at the Elizabeth Hotel a couple times, like Chuck Prophet, I think, maybe. And I went to Foco MX in 2021, and I was running my mouth. I was like, well, I could do that. And somebody says, yeah, well, you don't. And I thought, that's a good point. I should do something. I'm not getting any younger. And so I got inspired, and I ran into Darren Raddick from Stout Studios, and he said, yeah, let's do it. So I went over there and made an EP, and then met a bunch of fun people in Fort Collins, like Dave. Really encouraged me. I think he came up to me one time and said, if you ever need a bass player, let me know. And that never happened to me before. Mm. So I thought, either he has tone-deaf ears or maybe this could work. So we started playing as a duo. And then pretty soon we started playing with a band here and there. And then that just led to more songs getting finished and recording another EP with Swing Fingers Studio. And was quite a bit different than the first one. And then now we've got a new one coming out in a month or so called Postcards from Baton Rouge. And so we just keep it going. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I think these guys are too. So I got to credit this town. It's just got a great music community, and this radio station has been a huge part of that for me.
Excellent. Thank you so much. It's always great to hear those kinds of stories about how people reconnect with music, or how different places that they've lived have been inspirational for them, or sometimes the opposite. It really happens that way.
All right, this is one off the brand new record. It's called Postcards.
The north of here, but I met her in the south. She's got a smile, works on everyone. I like to watch when we're out. I like the way the curls play in her long auburn hair. Had to sleep in the desert last night, a flat tire without a spare. Chasing dreams, it can change you. Some you find, but most you lose. And the road that you're on ain't always what you choose. No more postcards from Baton Rouge. After I went to Tucumcari, I caught a plane down to New Orleans. And when I landed back in Denver, well, I saw the headlines. Chasing dreams, it can none of it was real, but I remember Louisiana. Sometimes you gotta trust what you feel. Yeah, sometimes you gotta trust what you feel. No more postcards from Baton Rouge. No more postcards from Baton Rouge.
All right, this is a funny little song. It's called Starlight Lounge, and I wrote this song originally. It was called Certified Pre-Owned Man. And we played it for a while like that, and then I was hanging out with John Magny, and he was looking over my songs with me, and he had an idea, and we incorporated it into this song. So thanks to John for helping me with this tune. This is called Starlight Lounge.
I was staying a spell, the Lamplighter Motel. I was hanging around in the Starlight Lounge. I was drinking my kind of a whiskey flight, trying to make a Friday night. You can find it down at the Starlight Lounge, where lost and wandering souls can sometimes be found, where old dreams go to die beneath the flickering neon lights. You can find it down at the Starlight Lounge, where she walked in the lounge and lost souls were found. Just a bunch of barflies buying and selling lies. Well, you gotta take a chance on a good old bar romance. So you know I laid a line down. You can find it down at the Starlight Lounge, where lost and wandering souls can sometimes be found, where old dreams go to die beneath the flickering neon lights. You can find it down at the Starlight Lounge. I've done everything I can, darling, sitting at this bar. There's no guarantees, there's no platinum card, there's no layaway plan or extended warranty, 'cause I'm a certified pre-love man. You can find it down at the Starlight Lounge, where lost and wandering souls can sometimes be found. Just a lost and found, where old dreams go to die beneath the flickering neon lights. You can find it down at the Starlight Lounge. You can find it down at the Starlight Lounge.
Excellent. Thanks for joining us here at KRFC FM. Also streaming worldwide at krfcfm.org. Lyd Dixon, Starlight Lounge, thanks so much for being here. It's great to have you.
Hey, thanks for doing this, Daniel.
Absolutely. You mentioned not long ago when we were talking that you have a new album that is coming out in late March. Can you tell us a little bit more about that, where the inspiration came from, how maybe it compares to previous work you've done?
Yeah, sure. It is different. Prior to maybe the Rodeo Clown record, I didn't maybe play with a band maybe 4 times. And then I got an opportunity to open for the band The Naughtas, and so I had to put a band together because they wanted a band. And it was 2 shows, and so Eric could do one show and Max could do the other show. So I ended up getting them both to do one show, and then we rehearsed as a 5-piece, and that kind of led into doing some band shows as a 5-piece and then as 4-piece as well. But anyway, so I had these songs and we started working them as a band and playing them live. And, they just came to the band with just words and acoustic guitar. And so Dave and Eric and Adam, who unfortunately is sick today, so he couldn't be here, and AJ agreed to fill in. But Adam helped a lot too. And we had a whole bunch of songs, like maybe 12. And we pared them down to 5 and just kept working on them. And then we went to Honey Thief Studios in Loveland and recorded there. And Sweet Virginia and Matthew, who owned that studio, were really helpful as well. So it was a big collaboration, which is new for me. Before I had songs, and then I would go to a studio and they would hire session guys who are, super talented, but, the songs are new to them, and they would have arrangement ideas. And then after that, we would never play together again. Whereas this is totally different. These songs, everybody had a hand in it. And I like to think I'm open to ideas, not much of a tyrant. And so it was really fun for me because I feel like we're all proud of what we accomplished at Honey Thief, and super excited for people to hear these songs. We do them pretty close to the record, but there's a lot more harmonies and layers of guitars, and one song has a toy piano. So this is you get a taste, but the recorded versions are pretty fun, I think.
Great. Well, congratulations in advance to all of you with that pending release. That's really exciting.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we really appreciate having y'all in here and sharing it out with the world. Let's dig in a little bit more into songwriting history. What drew you to it? What keeps you involved in it? We had talked about getting distanced from that for a little while, and I appreciate you sharing that the way that you brought these ideas in was really just with the lyrics and the acoustic 6-string background. But then you spoke a little bit to the evolution of how it's worked with the band being involved now. But can you just talk about how songwriting for you maybe originated and how you feel like it's evolved for you personally?
Well, I think I might be repeating myself, and I didn't realize that. But, I was living in the San Luis Valley, going to Adams State College, and I heard the Dead Milkmen, and I thought, well, I could do that. And, of course, I couldn't. But I thought, punk rock girl, I could write that song. And so then I started trying to write some tunes, and my grandmother would always give me money under the table for my birthday and tell me not to tell my mom about it. And one year she gave me some money, and instead of buying like a pony keg or something like that, I bought like a Strat Squire. I didn't know, but I bought a guitar, and I tried to learn some songs and this and that. And eventually I ended up with a roommate who knew some chords and taught me some chords. I started writing songs, and I think part of the reason why I had the confidence, my dad was is an excellent songwriter, and I would see him play, and I thought, well, it's blood's thicker than water, right? So I got to have some of that in me, and so I started writing tunes. Of course, I have got a couple books of tunes that are probably pretty bad, but eventually you get to one you like. So I always enjoy that part of it. It's not something that I'm not prolific, I wouldn't say, but ideas come and go, and I like working on them. They're like puzzles to me.
Fair.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that. One of the things that we had discussed previously is the fact that you have most recently released EPs instead of albums. Can you speak to a little bit of why that might be?
Yeah, I did that on purpose. One is, it's cheaper to do an EP than an album. Mm-hmm. And also, when we did Parlor Trick, I just wanted to get some songs down, and I wanted them to be simple, and that if I played them live by myself, they would be close enough to the record that people wouldn't think, oh, well, well, that's what the songs are, And then with Rodeo Clown, they got a little bit more advanced. We did a lot of stuff that I can't reproduce live, but I liked it. And, the amount of growth, I think, for me, of not playing with bands, not being used to being in studios, the growth between the first 5 songs and the second 5 songs, to me, was noticeable. Just like I felt more comfortable playing with a band and being in a studio. And then now with this record, a little bit more time has gone by. I think that we just keep getting better and better. And so I like, just 5 songs and then take some time to get better, do another 5 songs. And maybe we'll do an LP at some point. But that was just kind of my strategy. I feel like there's a lot of growth. I think maybe I played with a band 20 times or more now. And so before it was like 3 and then 7 and then,
Yeah.
So that was kind of the thinking.
Great.
Yeah.
How about a couple more tunes?
You bet. This one's called Grandiose Blue Skies, and I actually don't really remember writing much of this song. It just happened pretty fast, and we worked it out one night right here at the Music District, and it goes like this. All started in the 6th grade. She liked Brad better than me. She said we were puppy love, and then she kept the jewelry. And then things, they took a turn. Heartbreak in Granby. I learned some new words, like assault and battery. Well, I don't know what it means. I don't know anything. I dream that I can fly in a grandiose blue sky. Landed in the San Luis Valley. I was gonna be the first one. I barely passed chemistry, but I heard the dead milkmen. I studied drugs in earnest for years on end. I was the dumbest of the smartest. I just couldn't let them win. Well, I don't know what it means. I don't know anything. I dream that I can fly in a grandiose blue sky. I bought a truck, it was faded red, and I drove it to the bluegrass state. I thought I saw a scarlet letter underneath that white grace. Taxation without a representation, and that was the next stop. She started baking pastries and making it with a cop. Well, I don't know what it means. I don't know anything. I dream that I can fly in a grandiose blue sky. Up the road was Philadelphia, where the people bleed green. I like to hang out at Dirty Frank's. He's the dive bar king. I heard a song called Firefly, one about a house of cards. Well, living was easy, and then it got too damn hard. Well, I don't know what it means. I don't know anything. I dream back in Colorado, I found a love that's good and true. And when the skies aren't smoky, you know there's such a pretty blue. And who knows what I'm due? Oh, what comes next? Duct tape and super glue. Duct tape and super glue. Well, I don't know what it means. I don't know anything. I dream that I can fly in a grandiose blue sky. I dream that I can fly in a grandiose blue sky. To be a father, one of life's greatest gifts, but you never really know till you live through it. And the love of a woman warms a man like the sun, but you never really know till the wrinkles come. And the greatest love of all is the one without condition. This we know, it's what we were given. We are bound by the river, cast like a fly. We're floating on the current until we yanked up to the sky. Do you sit and wonder about the things he kept inside? Am I someone he was proud of? Did he feel my love sometimes? May those thoughts be like a feather that you toss into the wind, floats into the yonder, and it's never seen again. We are bound by the river, we're cast like a fly. We're floating on the current until we yanked up to the sky. And now the water, it flows different, and some fish no longer bite. It's the song of the river, the father's lullaby. Can I ask you for a favor? Do one last thing for me. Pull out a tube of chapstick and a peppermint candy. Grab a brush with healthy hands, stand on bones pain-free. Do one last painting of exactly what you see. We are bound by the river, cast like a fly. We're floating on the current until we yanked up to the sky. And now the water, it feels different, and some fish no longer bite. It's the song of the river, the family lullaby. It's the song of the river, the father's lullaby.
Peppermints and Chapstick. Thanks, Lid Dixon.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks again for having us. We sure appreciate it.
Yeah, it's truly a pleasure. It's excellent to have you all in here. Let's talk about upcoming shows. What are you excited to share with the world?
Oh, yeah, we're going to do a show at the Neighbor on March 28th. It'll be the whole band to celebrate this new record. And then Eva Rose King is going to play before us as a duo. And so that should be a fun night. If you haven't been to the Neighbor, it's a really fantastic place to see live music. So excited for that. And then, of course, FocoMX in April. I always look forward to that. Love going to all those shows.
Great. With Foco MX, do you know what kind of iterations you'll be playing in? Will it be the whole band?
I didn't mean that we were in Foco MX. I did apply, but you never know. It's always an honor to be asked to play. But whether they ask us to play or not, I always go and love all the different things you can see in such a short time. But if they did ask us to play, it would be a 4-piece.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, and it was great. You and I had just met last year, and it was actually my first Foco MX, though I've lived here in Fort Collins for almost 20 years, and it was really a tremendous event that we here at KRFC are happy to promote and be involved in. I'm glad that you mentioned the Neighbor. I actually had a question for whomever may want to answer, and multiple people could, but I do like to ask artists about this. What's one of the most curious venues that you've ever played that was perhaps most memorable? Let's start with you, Lid.
Well, in D.C. there used to be a place called the Velvet Lounge, and it was not in a very nice part of town. In fact, it was the end of a newscaster's career because he pulled up in his car, got out and bought drugs and got caught. But it was a funky place to play music. They had a little stage, and it was just always like a creative energy kind of place, even though it was a little downtrodden. They had a lot of velvet, but I never saw the velvet in the light of day, and I didn't want to.
Fair, thanks. Anybody else have a story they'd like to share about a unique venue experience?
I played in a lot of bowling alleys.
Is that right?
In years past, yeah. Some of them where the music, there was just this backing track of pins falling and that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
So that's kind of weird.
Yeah, sure. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to Gabe's Oasis in Iowa City. I'm from Iowa City originally, and back in the day, that place was great. I think I saw Jayhawks there before anybody knew who they were, and saw Uncle Tupelo when they only had cassette tapes of No Depression, and saw Link Ray, and got to play in bands there a lot. They had troughs in the men's bathrooms, and at one point they had carpeting that I think they said it weighed like 1,000 pounds when they rolled it in, and it weighed like 2,000 pounds when they took it out because of the beer and the just the whatever. But just a great classic rock and roll venue that they don't make anymore.
Sure. You got a share from AJ?
Yeah, I think mine. Colorado had, all of us playing in different bands or different iterations of things. There's so many cool places. You can just go anywhere in the mountains, and it's a pretty awesome place to play. Depending on if it's a private thing or a public thing. But I think the Mishawaka Amphitheater is like our little. I don't want to say secret. A lot of people know about it, obviously, but it's yes. There's Red Rocks down in Denver, but we've got our really cool little place right against the river. You're just playing, and a lot of people don't know our vantage point when you're on stage and you're looking out. There's like lasers and lights going against the mountains, that's going behind the audience and everything. And it doesn't matter if it's a private event or a public thing, or if there's 100 people or 500 people at the Mish. It's always a really cool thing just to have that stage right on the Poudre River and everything. So I think they do a great job up there, and I think that's one of my favorite places to hear. If you got a gig at the Mish, that's a really cool thing you want to mark on your summer calendar,
Cool. Thanks, AJ. Well, we're coming towards the end of this Live at Lunch session. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I'd like to thank the Live at Lunch team, Eric Delano for videography, Greg Douras and Colton Boening for audio production, and Carrie Pittenger as a helpful volunteer here with us. It's time to wrap up. Thanks so much, Lid Dixon, for being here. Remember, everyone, you can visit the KRFC RadioVision channel on YouTube, click subscribe, and watch all the past, present, and future Live at Lunch episodes and help support Colorado and national artists. You can also listen to episodes as podcasts wherever you get your podcasts. Lyd, do you want to send us out with a couple final tunes?
You bet. This is another one of our new ones. It was originally entitled Blue Skies and Hurricanes. And then it took a turn, and it's officially now titled Hand Grenades and Hurricanes. And it goes like this. Like a heavy weight, blowing smoke like a baby dog. Seems like he sealed our fate. Drink up love, this last call. And now the night's come undone after everything we've done. Hand grenades and hurricanes. Yeah, the night's come undone after everything we've done. Hand grenades and hurricanes. All the gifts she was given, somehow we never break even. There's always just that one more thing. Best not to be the one to catch feelings. Cause then the night's come undone after everything we've done. Hand grenades and hurricanes. Yeah, the night's come undone after everything we've done. Hand grenades and hurricanes. The summertime dew. I got 86 from the black penny. I can't sit on the stool like I used to do. Nothing's easy in the big easy. And then the night's come undone after everything we've done. Hand grenades and hurricanes. Yeah, the night's come undone after everything we've done. Hand grenades and hurricanes. Gets tight. I remember that night when everything changed. Everything changed. But my heart, yeah, my heart, it stayed the same. All right, we got one more for you. This one is called Chalks Away, a.k.a. Ginger. There's some discussion on changing the name of this one, but it was originally called Chalks Away. If you don't know, a chalk is a big triangle piece of wood or rubber that's got ropes on it, and you put it under tires to keep airplanes from rolling when you don't want them to roll. But when you do want them to roll, you just say, Chalks Away, and then you go. So the song's called Chalks Away. Cigarettes Thank you, KRFC.